Hey there, how you doing? Me llamo Rodrigo, and I don't have my name tag with me right now, but I'm not working. I'm gonna do my makeup, so you don't need it. But I wanna recreate the look that I did in the Sassy Maid as Rodrigo. So, right now my shirt is not buttoned up, and I had it buttoned up. So let me do that first. Okay, next, my sleeves are not rolled up, so I gotta roll up the sleeves. You know how I do. Boo. When you get that elbow grease, you know that elbow grease. After a long, sweaty day, you gotta roll the sleeves up. You don't wanna ruin your shirt, because some days you get back from work and you're too lazy to do the laundry, and you only have one of these shirts. Because the shirt was expensive, let me tell you. I don't think I can afford another shirt like this. So that's how you roll it up. You roll it up like that lady in the 50s, that powerful woman that was flexing in the picture. And right now I look nothing like Rodrigo. And plus I got my hair did. You like it? You like it? I love my... So, roll them up good. Like this, okay? And then you gotta tie this together on the bottom, how I did it. So, I'm gonna put it in a bun, twist it, and roll it up here. So it's all good. Now I gotta do my hair. For the hair portion, I literally just use this do-rag. Just this do-rag. It's so sweaty and smelly and raggedy, but that's all I used. So you get like any rag like this, like just, it's okay if it's ripped. It's okay if you stole it from a Halloween costume. I bought it from the cloth store. Yeah, that's what I did. So you basically fold it in half, and you roll it up to your hair. I've been doing this for years and I still don't know how to do it. So you put your hair back like this, and then you tie the back. And that gets the makeup and stuff out of the way, you know, like out of the way of your hair when you gotta get ready to work. And girl, I get up 6 in the morning every morning just to get to work. And make sure these loose ends are all out of the way. You gotta show that V. You know that V? That shows that you're tough. So you gotta show that. It's okay if you show a little sideburn. And then you just puff up the hair at the top like this. And you're all ready to go. You look fabuloso. Like the cleaning product. And don't mind the background. I'm still in the Christmas spirit. Christmas is not over for me yet. Okay, sister. Okay, every day is my Christmas in Rodrigo world. So, that's how you do. And then once you do that, you gotta moisturize. I like to use this cream that I stole from my best friend. And you don't put a lot. It's very thick, just how I like it. And you gotta roll it in your fingertips. You gotta warm the product. And I have this nasty big pimple on the side of my nose, so I'm gonna try not to touch it. And I never come to work shaven. This is my unique look, so you can see I don't put makeup there. But once you gotta moisturize, and there is this ancient method to moisturizing where you gotta lift up, so you go up along the temples, swoosh up towards the temples on the forehead, swoosh up on the cheeks like this, and then swoosh neck, you swoop down. So that was enough moisture for my face. So now I get my brushes. My little makeup pouch that I also borrowed. You get a stapler in case you need to staple someone for being rude to you. Happens every day. And some more products here. Let's see here. Trying to get as much as I can out of the box that I stole. Let's see here. Alright, I think that's it. So, first and foremost, you gotta set the face correct. Just dump all these products out so you don't have to haggle with this bag. There we go. I like to get this foundation that I stole. Just kidding, I bought this. Or did I? You'll never know. When you work in the cleaning business, you get to see all sorts of things people just forget about and leave behind, and you just kind of pocket it. So anyway, you get like a pound or two of this. I'm gonna put 2 pounds because 2 is better than 1. And rub it like you do with the moisturizer. Rub it in real good. So it looks like this. And then you just all over the face. Besides this hair area, because then you're gonna look too horrendous. So I like to just smear it all like that. So you get the picture of how I do it. In this part I don't use a brush or a sponge because I couldn't afford the sponge. Those things are like $5-10. I don't have time for that. That's like an hour of work for me. I can't afford that right now. But so I use my fingertips, and it blends in very nice, very, very nice, and it covers the little hairs I have on my neck that make me show like I'm masculine, even though I'm not that masculine. Okay, carefully cover the nasty pimple you have on your nose. And guys, do not pop pimples on your nose. That is dangerous. A lot of blood flow going on there. Okay. So I find this blends evenly and smoothly on my face. I gotta make sure everything is even before I go to work. Because if I have one pimple showing, I swear I am not showing up to work for a week out of embarrassment. There is no such thing as pimpleology on my face. Okay. You gotta be popping. You gotta be fly, and you gotta be on point for work every day. You never know who you're gonna come across. Even though I have Daquan, maybe I want to find a better man. So, next, you get this cheap highlighter. Just kidding, it's not a highlighter, it's a concealer, and I'm not using the cheap. I'm using this. This is Rainforest of the Sea Aquacealer Concealer by Tarte. I like the sound it makes. Ooh, I'm so childish. Okay, that's enough, Rodrigo. You got excited. Ooh, it even leaked. Okay. Person's not gonna like that I used their product. What was that? No, this is mine. No, what are you talking about? This isn't anybody's. Oh, it has the name Amanda on it? No, that's just my nickname. Just ignore that. No, this is my concealer. Don't worry about it. So you want to put as much concealer as you possibly can in all areas of the face besides the hair. You can't cover the hair. I need some more, actually. This is not even enough. So you wanna conceal your whole face, right? Even that pimple that you may have right there. Okay? So you use your hands again. Conceal as much as you can, as much of that nasty as you can. Especially that under eye where you wake up tired, exhausted, don't want to go to work, but you have to pretend. So you put as much concealer under your eye so you look happy even though you're not, and you just want to quit your job any second. You wish you hit the lotto last night, but you didn't, so you have to go back to work. Anyway, that lotto was 65 million. I could have won. Maybe Daquan won. Maybe he won and he left to Mexico without me. Well, if I don't hear a text or phone call from him, I know he won and he left. Probably off to find a better man or a woman, whatever his preference. Okay, so once you tarted up, or tart, I don't know how to pronounce that. Shoot. Don't look at me. It's not my product. I can pronounce it however I want. I paid the money for it. Or at least Amanda did. Okay, it's not my concealer. But you won't tell anyone. Okay, so once you concealed to the gods, then you get the stapler. And you staple this to your forehead. Just kidding. Got you there. Okay. So next what I like to do on my beautacious face is bronze. So I'm gonna get the biggest brush I possibly can, because the bigger the better, right? So you bronze it up. You bronze it up. And this time you go over the hairs. So you match and blend with the skin complexion, correct? And you always gotta blend down to the neck. Sorry about that, I bronzed my tongue. So you keep bronzing and bronzing and bronzing. You bronze like you just went for a tan in Spain on a hot summer day. And you sipping by this beach side with a margarita. And you're looking at all the beautiful men. Oh, sorry about that. I just had a daydream like 5 years ago, flashback. Yes, I'm planning to moving to Spain. And what are you doing with your money? Next up, once you bronzed, you regret some of the bronze. And you get some powder with a sponge and do little touch-ups here and there, because maybe you put a little too much. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to look too dark, you know? Like, if that's not your natural skin complexion, it kind of looks a little wrong, you know, and off-putting. So you just touch it up a little bit with a little sponge here, like a little bit here and there. Just touch up with a little sponge, like that. Little sponge. There you go. And this also helps blend the bronzer more, so you look okay. You know, you literally look okay in the head. Like, you don't look crazy for putting too much bronzer. So, like, you get all excited for getting all tan, and then after a while you kind of regret it. So you just wanna dab with the sponge like that. There we go. Dab, 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 dab. Okay. Now that that's over, you get a contour palette, and I have brushes, but I'm not going to bother. So I'm going to get the lightest color, and I'm going to highlight this area under my eyes to make me look awake. And that's the only area I'm highlighting. That's all, just under the eye. And maybe above it a little bit too. You want to go in circles, and you want to pad. You want to pad this in circles. Same with the other eye. You just want to pad it and pad it and pad it until you look fresh and awake. Padding on point Once you do that, you get the darkest color possible. That's good enough. And you go over any areas you want to kind of conceal, you know what I mean? My biggest is the Adam's apple, so I like to go over that. So I go in a straight line down, and then I blend. It'll feel kind of uncomfortable, like someone's choking you. But what we do for beauty, right? There we go. So I just like to blend the Adam apple like that with some makeup. So it makes it a little more concealed, that's all. Okay. So once I have some that, I'm going to get this little device here and this Anastasia pomade. And I'm going to dip it into it. And I'm going to scrub my eyebrows like I've never been scrubbed before. So I'm going to just thicken them like that. This is a superior way to thicken your eyebrows and get that happy-go-lucky look that you've been seeking for your entire life. So you really wanna get them thick, but not too thick. Kind of like that, just a little like, you know how Rodrigo do. So you just wanna. It's really hard to do this without a mirror. So if you mess up a little, that's okay, but you can still go back to it like this. And just blend it together. Get it together like you need to get your life together and pay your taxes. What? Oh, I'm sorry, I got distracted. I think I have ADHD. Oh, PTSD. Oh, there's too many diseases nowadays. What, that's not a disease? I thought that's why my grandma died. Oh, well. Anyway. You gotta make it on point. You gotta make the line perfect. So you can attract all the men you want. Yes, Daquan and I are loyal. Don't question our love. We just kind of in an open relationship, that's all. Okay, once you blend that together, and I'm whispering because I gotta concentrate. You gotta get that look, you know what I mean? That fierce look like, don't mess with me. I have dark eyebrows. Blend this together. Blending is so important, you guys. You gotta make one eyebrow thicker than the other. Just because it looks cooler. Maybe I overdid this one. Okay, I'll do a little more here. There we go. Oops. Okay, that's perfectly beautiful. Super. I look masculine enough. So it kind of throws people off, you know. Like, are you a woman or are you a man? So anyway, next up I get this. What's it called? Blush. And I like to use this one. So I just dip my 2 fingers in it, you know how I do. And I blush. I blush like I just saw the cutest guy on earth. So once you put too much for your taste, you blend. And if you don't look like a Barbie doll yet, you're doing it wrong. I like to go in clockwise and counterclockwise motions to make sure I blend it completely. Blend it like Barbie. This is the new Bend It Like Beckham. Blend it like Barbie. Perfect. That's not enough blush, so I'm going to put more. That's perfect. So, next you get this shadow primer, insurance, whatever it's called. This is the only insurance I can afford. So you put that down there like that. And you blend it all over up here. And you smear it all over. Then you get some more, smear some more on your eyelid and all around like that. You gotta smear it till it stings. And then once that occurs, this is secret. You get the Huda Beauty Lip Contour Trendsetter. You put it on your eyelid like this. I'm telling you, the cheapest way to get glowy eyeshadow is to blend lip liner in the crease. I grew up po, so I remember all the tips and tricks, all the ramen noodle recipe days. So that's how you get a glowy look that is affordable. So, next up, let me see what I have here. I get my mascara, and I put a lot. You can't complete your look without some mascara. Mascara comes from the French word masquerade, which means to hide. So you gotta hide your ugliness. Okay. That's how it's done, ladies. So, where is that lip product? There it is. Finally. Did I do everything? Yeah. Once you are complete, you get this cheap hot pink Barbie doll lip stain. First, I'm going to gloss it up. I'm going to gloss my lips with this clear colored gloss stuff that doesn't even work. This is like makeup for 5-year-olds, I'm telling you. You get so much gloss that you can't gloss no more. Like it has to start dripping from the lips. That's how much gloss you gotta put. Okay, I think that's good. Your lips have to look like you just drank a lot of water. So finally, you get as much lip stain as you can. You gotta apply as much of this as you can. The more stained, the better. The more prepared you are to come to work and clean people's toilets all day. Oh, I gotta buy more. I'm running out. When do you stop? Good question. When you can't stand the smell of it anymore. And that's about right now. So, this is my completed makeup look, Rodrigo style. So, if you like this, feel free to follow along and do this. I look beauticious, as always, and ready to go to work. So, I gotta get out of here so I can make some money, so I can move to Spain with the Daquan, unless he finds someone else, or I find someone else in the meantime. Wish me luck.